So this is what my schedule is now looking like after I've essentially taken over two more roles on the team. It's been a very interesting week, and I'm doing my best. Honestly, like it's come naturally after enough ups and downs over the last couple of years in business. But I was gonna finish my sentence and say, doing our best to maintain positive and see everything as a win. And what I'm saying this about in this particular instance is the fact that two people had left our team over the past week, and I have effectively taken over both of those roles. Those were two relatively key positions. I wouldn't say like pinnacle positions on the team, but definitely important. And I want to make sure that the team, like the rest of our team, which is still 19 people, stay on track and don't even feel the turbulence of what's happening. Obviously, they know and are kept in the loop, but I've effectively taken on both of those roles full time. So the time management is just going to have to be really on point. So my calendar is looking less like big deep work blocks and more like these little just quick hits of what needs to get done, and you got to stay really on point with it. Otherwise, the day gets blown up, you get behind, and I become the CBO of the company, Chief Bottlenecking Officer, which we don't want to be. So this is a pretty exciting time, and the way that I originally, like, obviously it sucks and like you get stressed out about it, but I view it as a win, because if there are mismatches in culture of the team, I don't want that as part of the organization. And me being back in these two seats after just getting myself out of them, and then hiring and filling those roles, and then learning what went wrong, and then going back into those seats for a couple weeks and then rehiring, I'm gonna be able to make a much better hiring decision and onboarding for those roles after me stepping back into those roles. Plus, with the knowledge that we have and the processes we have since we brought on people for those roles before, especially about AI processes and systems, we'll be able to build a much better system and process, so the next person that comes on, or next people that come on for those roles, are able to take on much more than they would have been able to beforehand, because I'll be able to go in there and figure out the processes that need to be put in place. And I'm honestly like, yeah, it's going to be difficult, but it's not going to be something that like totally puts a dagger in us. Like, we'll still be able, like, I'm going to be able to handle both of those roles, because I was like buying back my time at a pretty good rate, where I was finally starting to see a little bit of like, oh, okay, I can actually, think and work on things outside of the day-to-day, which I still plan on doing over the weekends, at least on Sunday. But until then, we're going to be really hustling. We've put up a couple good days this week despite having family in town. I love hanging out with my dad. I love hanging out with my family, but every single time it's just a skill that I haven't developed yet, of like being able to switch on the like emotional / family side of the brain and turn off the business side of it. So back by myself right now. So we're going to be getting back up early in the morning tomorrow. And again, after we've got a good day ahead, we're going to be doing the script assignments for the week. So basically I'll assign them out to one of our script writers, and then instead of signing it out to the second script writer, I'll assign them to myself. And then just knock them out the next day. Instead of doing like a deep work on the business 4 days a week, we'll just do deep work on the business 1 day a week and fill the other two roles with the other days. So I'm excited. I think will be a good challenge, a good another exercise in foundation building, both in our process on a day-to-day basis, but also in what we look for in the hiring process and what I will not be duped by again in the hiring process. Like, each mistake is just a lesson that helps build our foundation of doing the right thing in business, having a good product, having a good system, having a good process, and above all, having a great team. Because having a great team leads to great service, which leads to great clients, not the other way around. It's not like having good clients leads to having a good service, which leads to having a good team. It's the opposite. We start from within. So it's definitely leading to help out a bunch. But anyways, really strong day today. Did an onboarding for a new team member, research analyst for social media. Went to breakfast with my dad, took a couple calls, reviewed a bunch of videos, took a couple more calls, and then planned my day for tomorrow, which is going to be incredible, but I do need to start heading to bed. It's 9:49 right now, so I'm gonna wrap up. I got my laundry finishing up, and then I've got just one more task to complete, which is extracting all of the transcripts from my calls yesterday and today. That way we can work with our EA, who now tomorrow's gonna be his third day. He's crushing it so far. We'll work to put together a to-do list from all the calls on Monday, Tuesday, and put it into the research sheet. Put it into the task board that he is wiring up tomorrow while I'll be working on projects. So exciting times, fun times, hardworking times, all in one. And I'll let you know how tomorrow goes once we get there. Peace.